Welcome to Jammers TV as we cross the Essex border into Suffolk this evening for this Isthmian Division 1 Northern game against Lowestoft. The Jammers, of course, coming here tonight after a 5-1 victory against Walthamstow on Saturday, facing a Lowestoft team who have a real mixed bag of results at the moment, currently sitting 12th in the table and losing heavily to Brighton Sea Regent 4-1 at the weekend. So they're going to want to bounce back off of that, but they face a Jammers team who have scored 11 goals in 2 games, currently firing on all cylinders. So they're going to have their work cut out tonight to get any kind of result against the Jammers team who are full of confidence.
So Kevin Horlock's lineup remains unchanged then from the victory against Walthamstow at the weekend. Elliot Justin in goal, Louis Arrowsmith number 3, Captain Jack Corley in at number 6, Tom Eastman number 5, Cameron James number 4, Dylan Williams 15, Louis Dunn number 20, number 10 Tevin Allen 9, Anisius Lewis 12, Tyrrell Egbury and number 11 Freddie Sears.
I'm here with Kevin Horlock, Maldon Tiptree manager. Kev, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good, good. Obviously coming here on the back end of a 5-1 victory at the weekend. Must be putting you in good stead for a game tonight, right?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Obviously, we're desperate for the games to be on, and I got a bit nervous when I turned up. I see the ref bouncing the ball on the pitch. So the pitch is heavy, but it's playable, so we're happy about that. And yeah, we just want to back performances up and get points on the board. It's not going to be easy. Lowestoft are a very young team, which means they're going to have lots of enthusiasm. They've got a really good manager that I've known for a lot of years, so they'll be organised and have a bit about them. They've won a few games this season and they've also lost quite heavily a few times, which you get from a younger group. So it's about us turning up, having the same standards that we've shown, and hopefully dominating the football and showing our experience today.
Yeah, sure. And they lost 4-1 against Brighton Sea Regent at the weekend. So they're going to want to come into this one and try and get something out of this game, right?
Yeah, of course. They're going to want to bounce back, and I'll speak to the manager there before the game. I think they've been up and down, which you get with a team full of kids, but they have their good moments, so we can't just turn up here tonight and think it's a given. You know, we set standards and we have to keep to them standards, not just tonight, throughout the season, if we're wanting to achieve anything. So tonight's going to be a tough test, but hopefully it's one that we relish and we perform well.
Brilliant. Good luck tonight.
Cheers, mate.
So Kevin Horlock's lineup remained unchanged from the one against Walthamstow. The points tonight would certainly come in handy in their bid to close the gap on league leaders Felixstowe. So the home side got the match underway and Maldon and Tiptree showed early signs of composure, knocking the ball around with great confidence. And it wasn't long before a quick interchange of play between James and Dunn led to an early strike on goal, but the shot lacked any real venom to trouble the Lowestoft keeper. Again, Maldon and Tiptree were finding plenty of space down the right-hand side, but the final delivery into the box was just letting them down. Long ball over the top from Jack Corley saw Freddie Sears one-on-one with Peters, but the number 12 covered well. Louis Dunn took the resulting corner, which initially evaded everyone, but dropped kindly to Tevin Allen, whose fierce shot sailed just wide. Maldon and Tiptree continued to dominate down the right-hand side, and Tyrrell Egbury was brought down in a position which certainly favoured Louis Dunn's left foot. The free kick was swung in by Dunn, Peters headed clear, Allen headed back into the box, but the ball frustratingly rolled into the keeper's arms. Lowestoft were rising to the challenge as Bullen paced down the right, Tom Eastman covering well but conceding a corner in the process. In the resulting corner, Louis Dunn mishit a clearance, Thomas Howe's shot was blocked, and the rebound forced Elliot Justin into a good save with his legs. The Jammers continued to find space and Sears and Dunn combined brilliantly. Dunn whipped in a great cross but was just in front of Freddie Sears. Sears and Dunn were combining brilliantly in the middle and Dunn spotted the run of Lewis. Lewis drove forward towards goal, but the resulting shot was blocked by the Lowestoft defence. Maldon Tiptree forced yet another corner. A mistake from Ben Self almost gifted the Jammers with an opportunity, but no one was there quick enough to pounce on the ball. With half-time fast approaching, Lowestoft broke with pace and Louis Arrowsmith picked up a yellow card for what looked like a brilliant tackle. Harsh decision from the referee as the slow-motion replay clearly showed he got the ball. So Maldon dominant in the first half but unable to capitalise on their chances, and Kevin Horlock left thinking how his team had not taken the lead. So as the second half got underway, Maldon and Tiptree continued to apply the pressure just as they did at the end of the first half. And it wasn't long before Louis Dunn turned creator once more as he threaded a wonderful ball through to Anisius Lewis, who timed his run to perfection, but Ben Self in goal for Lowestoft stood tall and made a fine save with his left foot. And that miss would prove costly, as just a few minutes later, Aaron Bullen slotted a ball through to Gabriel Overton, who beat the offside trap and coolly slotted the ball past Elliot Justin. 1-0 to the Trawler boys. Manager Kevin Horlock demanded a response, and respond they did. Great work down the right by Terrell Egbury, searched out Cameron James, who in turn found Lewis. His quick feet and sharp turn in the box allowed him to fire past Ben Self at his near post, to the delight of the travelling Jammers fans. So all square again, and from here the Jammers pushed for the winner. Lowestoft's keeper's poor goal kick, finding Macaulay Bond's head. He guided it into the path of Lewis. Lewis was one-on-one with the keeper, but thankfully for Ben Self, the shot was straight at him. The pressure was relentless, and next it was Macaulay Bond's turn, but not for the first time. Ben Self kept Lowestoft in the game by blocking the striker's effort. Still the onslaught came, and the home side were really feeling it now. Louis Dunn again feeding Terrell Egbury, whose shot was blocked by the advancing Self, and Macaulay Bond was in a great position if he had been found. With seconds left on the clock, Vinicius Lewis ran onto an Eastman long ball, and Peters made a really clumsy challenge on Lewis, bringing him down on the edge of the box. One last chance then for resulting free kick saw Jack Cooley step up, but his brilliant free kick crashed against the foot of the post. So a 1-1 draw on the road then, not a bad result for the Jammers, but Kevin Horlock and his team will be hugely frustrated at the amount of chances squandered, and will feel that they should have taken all 3 points.
Welcome back to Jammers TV. I'm here with Kev. Kev, frustrating one tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was one of them games, wasn't it? On a heavy pitch, it was a frustrating one for us in terms of we have created chances and not took them tonight, which on another day we do, but you've got to give Lowestoft a little bit of credit. They're a really young team and they stuck to it. They worked really hard and obviously then found themselves a goal up on the counter-attack, which gave us a mountain to climb, but we responded really well and got back in it. And you know, you're looking for a winner, it just wasn't going to come tonight, was it? We've missed several one-on-ones, and last kick of the game, Jack's hit the post and there was no one there to follow it up, so we'll take it. It's tough, but it's a point on the road. It's another game chalked off. We've not lost any ground on Felixstowe, so we're still in a really, really good position. So it's just one of them nights, and that's football.
Yeah, and not ideal going a goal down, but you did respond quite quickly.
Yeah, which was important. You know, the surface was very difficult for both teams tonight. So to respond in that manner so quickly, another goal for Niz, which is good, and we just couldn't force that winner. But again, you got, like I say, you got to give them credit. I think it'd have been probably a little bit harsh on them with how hard they've worked to not get a point from tonight's game.
Yeah, okay, thanks a lot, Kev. Cheers.
Cheers, thank you.
Jack, frustrating night out there. Sum that up for me.
Yeah, frustrating. Obviously, you want to go into every game and win. So tonight just maybe wasn't our night. Created the chances. On another night, we'd probably come away 3-4-1, but yeah, it just wasn't our night tonight.
Yeah, creating a lot of chances, but not finding the back of the net in the final third tonight. Seemed like you were trying, but just couldn't finish off. The keeper had a good game.
Yeah, keeper done all right. Yeah, like I said, it's just on another night, the Sizzy or Nis, do you know, when they find the back of the net, but tonight just wasn't our night.
Okay, and how do you take this into the weekend? Do you rebuild? Do you get around the group on training and just say, right, come on, let's drop points, but we can do this still. We can still go out there and get them points at the weekend against Redbridge away? Yeah,
definitely. Listen, we know every game's going to be tough, so as much as we want to win it, we know all the other teams are going to make it difficult for us, but we're creating chances, so I don't think there's nothing to worry about. If we wasn't creating chances, then maybe we have to look at ourselves, but yeah, like I said, we created quite a few chances tonight, but yeah, just couldn't find the back of the net.
Okay, thanks Jack. Cheers.
So here's how the top of the Isthmian Division 1 North League looks this evening. Felixstowe on 42 points, still ahead of Maldon by 4, though Maldon just ahead on goal difference and 2 games in hand over the leaders. Wroxham and Galston both have 35 points, but Wroxham sitting third on goal difference.
So a frustrating night tonight for the Jammers, coming away with just a point. They'll be looking to bounce back this Saturday when they play Redbridge away.